And we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Four Beardsmen. Tyson, I don't know where he is. We never know where he is. But we have with us tonight Jay from Beard Gents. We're launching something very exciting tonight in the Cubano. Jay, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm excited to max. Thanks so much for hosting our release party, fellas. I'm very excited. Big day. The Cubano is here. The entire collection has released. It's available, and we're excited, man. Very excited for this one.
Yeah, I know. As soon as we got it, man, I was like, oh boy, we're in for something special. One of the things being it is a combination of this and this.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to
am
fire this bad
waiting
boy
for
up.
my bartender to bring my mojito momentarily, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm about to light up this guy here, and it's a party.
It is a party indeed. So I think everybody in the room has had the mojito or the Cubano in beard. I obviously want a mojito also. Everybody's had it in beard. So I want to start with Ken because I know Ken was the first of us to post on IG. He was kind of the first one to get it. So Ken, I'm going to let you bring this beauty of a scent to the community.
Yeah, so when I get something that I really love like this, I just don't know how to keep my mouth shut. So I actually reached out and said, hey, do you guys mind if I talk about this? Because this is awesome. So this is, I mean, and it really is. I have never smelled anything like this before. When we got the envelope and, when the mail came that day, I already had something in beard, so I didn't put it in right away. But we opened the bottle and smelled it. And not only is it my favorite scent right now, it is Mrs. Bluegrass's also. It's changed her favorite scent for the entire year.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Tyson, what do you think?
I think the first scent that you get is lemony and limey, mojito-y deliciousness-y. I mean, it's really, really good. Like, out of the bottle, the first thing I get is just citrus. Like, this is a crazy citrus scent. When you warm it up a little bit, you start getting more complex out of it. More of that tobacco scent comes out when it's in beard. So it's fantastic. It is probably Jay's best creation yet, in my mind.
And Jay has received his mojito, ladies and gentlemen.
Excellent. Wow. Yeah, I definitely
cheers, fellas. Cheers.
I agree with, and cheers to you, Jay, for creating something that I think is truly fantastic.
I've got the Kentucky mojito.
Hey, that works, man. It's still green.
That works.
Yeah, I'm with Tyson on this one. The first thing you get out of the bottle for me is you get slammed in the face with that lime and that citrus. But then, you get the backside with the tobacco on there, and once it's in beard, it totally changes. I think it warms up. It really just those two things combined together, and they are just absolutely incredible. So, I mean, David, what are your impressions?
So I messaged Jay pretty much as soon as I got this out of the bottle and in beard, and I told him this so far is your masterpiece. Like, this is Jay's freaking Michelangelo right here so far. What gets me is you get the lime out of the bottle, right? But it's like you can smell the sugar in it.
Yes.
It's just such an interesting thing. And then Ken and I were talking backstage, and it turns almost, I don't want to use the word cologne-y, but it's just got this weird flow scent to it when it gets in. It's amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this. I am dying to get the butter and get that in beard. Mike B says, is it a sweet tobacco? So what do you guys think on that?
I don't think so. But it's not a stale. It's not like a stale cigar like that's been sitting out for too long. It's got a nice, well-rounded, at least in my opinion, well-rounded tobacco scent that's deeper. It's not dry at all. I think there's enough sweetness in the fruit portion of it, in my opinion, in the mojito portion. That's just the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I agree. Jay, I don't understand. Like, I know it takes a lot of work to get into a scent, But on this one, the layers on top of the layers, how one thing stops and something else comes in,
Yes.
is mind blowing, dude. I'm amazed, man. I am very, very amazed. So I'll let Jay talk about it for a little bit. I know you talked about it the other night. Obviously, we know what the inspiration is for this, but what all went into it, man? I know you did a lot of R&D with mojitos and cigars to get to where we are today. So I'll let you talk about it, man. It's your baby. I'll let you rock it.
Thank you, guys. I'm thrilled that all of you guys, are really digging the scent, and I'm proud of this one. I'm proud of all of everything that we've done, but I'm really proud of this one. I'm just kind of fine-tuning my skills as a liquor with every new product we release, and I've just been really, working hard on trying to be original and creative. And Cubano was something I knew I wanted to explore and do something with mojito, being that we're based in Miami, and it's a big part of my brand and that vibe, that flavor. First with Mr. Cool, and then El Caballero, so I knew I wanted to do the Cubano. I knew I wanted to do that this summer, and I'm glad we did. It's something I've never seen before. So again, we just want to create our own path, be original as possible, and kind of tie in my inspirations. And with this one, it's our first culture classic, drawing inspiration from Miami, the Cuban culture. And yeah, it's fresh Cuban tobacco and mojito, which is one of my favorite cocktails. It's refreshing. It's a summertime drink. When it comes to summers in Miami, the hot weather, this is what we're drinking, and I want to bring that to everybody. And I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I've been working on it and having to keep it secret for the last couple of months, formulating and just trying to get it right. And yes, I've smoked a lot of cigars and drank plenty of mojitos, which is what I call field research, to get it right. I did the same on Daddy Licious. I was chewing bubble gum all the time, and with El Caballero, more cigar smoking and bourbon, and so I take the research portion very seriously, so I get it right for everybody, and I'm happy, and I think we did it. As I'm drinking this guy, smoking this guy, I've got Cubano with beer, and it's just smell it, I taste it. It's summer is here, gents. Summer is here.
I can see that it's really worn you out. I mean, if you can't tell, you can just see this is a tired man. That field research just absolutely wore him down to a nub. So,
Yeah, and I'll say too, you did a very good job of keeping that secret, because I hammered you in I don't know how many live streams trying to get the scent profile, and you would not tell me.
Yeah.
So you did keep a good secret.
you and me too, Ken.
Thank you.
I mean, I went after him too in my live stream. I was like, I'm gonna get this guy to give me something, and he just wouldn't crack.
He would not talk.
Nope.
That's hard, man, because a lot of the times, for months I'm working on something, and I'm strategic about when I release something, and it's got to be ready, and I have a release date ready, and I like to tease it some and get closer, and it's hard to try to control that excitement, because I want to tell everybody and share my creation with everybody and just get it out there as quick as I can. So I have to be patient and kind of hold back the excitement. And then when it's time to tease and talk about it, I just let it go, man. I'm just excited for it. And finally, the secret's out. It's here. It's available. So, yeah, I'm really proud of this one.
Yeah, I honestly, when I first got into the beard, when I first started messing with beard oils, tobacco was my go-to scent. It was always an easy, nice fit for me because I love the smell of cigars or fresh tobacco. But this one is it's so interesting the way the scent is built. Like I told Tyson, I messaged him, asked him if he had gotten his yet. And I said, now when you get it and you open that bottle, you're going to smell the lime. That's the first thing to hit you. And I can't say enough good things. And this one, is this fragrance oil only, or is this a hybrid?
This is a blend of both essential oils and fragrance oils. And our last couple of blends, I've kind of found my sweet spot playing with both. Where our original four, our early stuff was all therapeutic grade essential oils. Then in the beginning, that's kind of, I just wanted to stay with those, but I knew that we could only go so far as scents. And I wanted to get more complex, more exciting. I knew I was going to dabble in using fragrances. And so the last couple of blends that we have released, I've worked on, have been a mixture of both. And so this is essential oils and fragrances, and so it's the best of both worlds. And I find that that's kind of like my niche as far as what I've done recently with all these new scents that are coming. I can kind of get to where I want to get with these fragrances. So yeah, it's a mix of both.
So Tyson, you're the master on fragrance oils and essential oils. So this is kind of like the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best of both. I don't necessarily know which one are essentials or which one are fragrance. I would assume the lemon and the lime. If there's lemon and lime in there, probably essential oils. But it's really good. I think I'm kind of interested because I feel like there's a cloud to it, and so I'm kind of interested if that's the carrier blend or if that's like something else, like maybe the coconut oil. There, it's a little cloudy compared to other. Like ones that you've done. So I would assume you know what that is. Is that something you can talk about?
Yeah, the coconut oil gives it that cloudy color.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And then for the first time, we introduced apricot oil to our recipe, which you won't find any of the others. So, not only do we cross-train and mix up the carriers, but as we release new recipes, we introduce new carriers to the lineup. And so this one is just a powerhouse of nutrients: apricot oil, coconut oil, argan oil, and jojoba oil, which we source, as all you guys know, from its country of origin. So just maintaining that high standard of quality, and just again a powerhouse of rich nutrients in this. The feeling beard is amazing. It's gonna give that beard a nice shine. It's gonna make it soft. And again, health and growth is ultimately when I pick out my carriers and I get the ratios perfect and I figure out what's going to go with what. I look at those beautifying benefits, and I look at what each carrier can do, and then I build my base from there. And I'm really excited about implementing apricot oil this time around. Again, something we've not used before. And if you research on apricot oil, what it can do for the skin and the beard, it's phenomenal. And just pairing that with coconut oil and argan oil, which again we source straight from Morocco. It's its purest and most potent form. It's just a great carrier blend, and we're doing that a lot more now. Most of our newer recipes are 4 carrier blends. We're not using 8 to 10 different carriers and just throwing things in a bottle, but again, being very strategic about why I use each carrier, mastering those ratios. There's a lot of things that I take a look at as far as carriers before I choose why I decide I'm going to choose a carrier. It's just simple things like shelf life, beautifying benefits, odor, all these things, I look at very closely. And so I'm very happy with the 4 carriers that we went with this blend. It's a lighter oil. It's not too thick. But yeah, again, just a powerhouse of rich nutrients. And then the scent just brings it all. together for the experience.
Is this one permanent or limited run?
This is permanent. This is not going anywhere. So it's actually we worked out sample kit, so it's inside the sample kit. We have 2 sample kits now. We have the original 4 in one kit, and then we have the newer stuff with Cubano in the other kit.
Nice.
And so, yeah, it's not going anywhere. In the entire collection, we have a butter, a balm, and a 1-ounce oil, and it's part of the lineup. Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Nice. So Ken, you've been kind of quiet. You know, I'm not going to let that happen. It's your time. It's your time in the sun, brother. Why don't you give us some insight on? I know you're a big Beard Gents fan. I know you've made a couple videos. Let loose, man. It's your time.
I'm a huge fan of Beard Gents, and I think probably everybody knows that by now. Jay is one of my favorite, and I got several owners that I like, so I don't want to make anybody, but Jay's one of my favorite owners in this community. Not only is Jay a great person, but his products are great too. My biggest takeaway from this is that I thought that he had outdone himself with Mr. T. I never thought that he would top Mr. T. And I still love Mr. T. That hasn't changed, but this is my new favorite. And yeah, I never thought that would happen. Mr. T is incredible. Cubano's even better. So
Awesome.
yeah, just awesome.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
John,
I think for everybody that liked Mr. Cool,
Yeah, thank you.
like this is a step up from Mr. Cool.
Absolutely.
So I think, think of Mr. Cool mixed with a little bit of tobacco. That's kind of what I would imagine getting out of it. I would assume it's made a little bit different, and then of course you have the different carrier blends, and that's what I really, really enjoy. So for anybody that hasn't really dug in with Beard Gents, like the philosophy is to cross train the beard, and Jay started this whole thing. I've never seen anybody do it before him or talk about it. I'm starting to hear it a little bit more in the community of, shocking your beard or changing things up. And I never heard it before. Like Jay kind of brought it out with his carrier blends, and I talked about it in reviews. And so every oil has a different carrier blend. So if you were to use Beard Gents products every single day, you're getting a different carrier blend and feel in your beard at all times. So the philosophy behind that goes back to the fitness world, right? Where you're doing bench press, you're working on your chest, but you're doing different types of chest workouts. And then a couple weeks later, maybe you switch it up from a decline press to an incline press, or, you're going to work out your bottom of your pecs differently than how to shock your muscles. You got slow twitch muscle fibers, fast twitch muscle fibers. Kind of the same thing with your beard and skin, to give it something different, to kind of get it guessing of what's going on and change it up. And so you kind of took that philosophy from the gym world and brought it over into here, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. With my background in health and fitness and being a personal trainer for over a decade, yeah, if you want to change your body aesthetically and achieve optimal health, you've got to get moving. But most importantly, you've got nutrition is key, and what you're eating is key. Otherwise, your body won't change and your health won't improve. And it all comes down to nutrition is so important. What kind of nutrients are you feeding your body? Macronutrients, micronutrients. All these nutrients are important for health and again, to change your body. So coming over to the beard game, skin is very much alive, and we have to take care of it. And our beards grow out of our face, and the same rules apply. Nutrition and feeding your body and your skin and beard nutrients. And so that's where that whole thing comes from. It's all the carriers are nutrient based, and they all offer different beautifying benefits. It's my job to explore those benefits carefully and figure out why I want to use something, build a recipe around it, so that ultimately, our beards grow strong and healthy and, beautiful. And and then we have fun with the scents. And that's part of the experience. We want to smell good. We want to crack that bottle and sell something amazing, and I enjoy that. But before I do anything, it's because of my background, it's the health, it's the nutrients, it's ultimately why in the first place we ever picked up a bottle of beard oil in the first place. We might have had that itch, we might have had a dry beard, we might have had issues, and so we reach for that bottle to fix those problems and try to improve and grow a healthy beard. And so that's where my primary focus is. And then we have fun with everything else, the marketing and the fancy names and the scents. But yeah, that's where the whole thing came from. Health, growth, and cross training. I truly believe in it. I have from day one, and I really focus on that a lot.
If I remember correctly, Tyson, I think I remember a time when you used only Beard Gents for a month straight.
Yeah, it was December of 2019. Called the Beard Gents Challenge. Used nothing in my beard but Beard Gents, including the soap. His soap is some of the best soap I've ever had touch my skin.
Yep.
It's amazing. I'm out, and I've gone through 3 or 4 bars or something like that, and I just need to go order more, but I've been spending too much money on studio equipment. But
No.
Which leads into my next question, Jay. What microphone are you using? Jay.
I'm just recording straight into my iPhone.
Okay, so Jay's got a studio at his house here. He's a audio guy, and so that's why I asked. But yeah, so I did the challenge, switched it up all the time for the month, and I thought it felt great. I mean, it was good. So I'm glad. I don't have Mr. T. Other than that, I have all the scents, and it's exciting to be able to change them up because you can go from woodsy to unscented to Mr. Cool to this new one to tobacco. I mean, there's so many different variations of scent. There's something. There's pretty much something for everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
And then you got the soap, and I haven't tried the apple bar yet, but I know Ken has.
Oh yeah, the apple bar is amazing, and I've got the coffee bar and the activated charcoal on the way. So
this is a good.
It should have arrived today, but
yeah, somehow it's late. USPS.
So Mrs. Bluegrass says, "Hey Jay, since you've named all your other scents with the masculine title like Mr. T, Mr. Cool, Night Piker, etc., does this mean Cubano is in a new category of labeling you're doing?"
No, I don't think so. We're still somewhat staying in theme with different ways you can call a man, a gent, a gentleman. The Cubano is a Cuban man, so we're still in theme with until we run out of names. But, the Grandee, which is a man of high rank. We've got the Don, which that mafia term. The Don, the boss. We've got Sir, we've got Mister, we've got Mister, we've got the Cubano, we've got El Caballero, which is the gentleman in Spanish. So we're still in theme with playing with those names, for guys, gents, for gentlemen, and the Cubano is a Cuban man who drinks mojitos and smokes cigars.
Right. I would just like to point out there that Mrs. Bluegrass is in tune with this bearded community as I am. She knows all about Jay's company and what he represents.
Yeah, she does. So how about
That's so awesome.
How about some quick hellos? I know we've been kind of going on the scent. So we've got, who all's in here? We've got the Bearded Don, who asked us if we had it in beard yet. Yes, all 4 of us have. Camo Cam, Michael Zorate, Copper Johns Tyson, Beard Talk with Kyle. That's either Kyle or Joe. Josh Holland, Beard Code. What's up,
Joe.
Devin?
It's Joe.
Even though you like well done steaks, hello. Let's see who else. We've got the Wavy Bearded Guy. We've got George, and I thought I saw Mrs. Bluegrass. Of course, Juliana, I think, is in here. No BS beard reviews. Matt, what is up, brother? And then who else? I thought I saw somebody else in here that I hadn't said hi to. Oh, the bearded Dane, all the way from a whole nother part of the world, is enjoying us. The bearded Meb, MEB, bearded Dragon, what's up, brother? Mike B, and I'm gonna Zurl Fishing, I think is what that is. ZHURL Z Hurl Fishing 78. What's up? So we got that out of the way. Oh, and Metal Guy, what's up, Steven? I didn't forget about you.
What up, Metal?
So yeah, that's quite the hefty list of peoples in here. John, what you got?
Yeah, I think with this scent, the thing that blew me away as a person who is a connoisseur of tobacco related vices and all things that are delicious, alcoholic, and wonderful. When these two things come together, I mean, I really what I'm a big fan of is experience. And I know when I opened up that bottle, I was like, oh yeah, this is another, yet again, an experience that Jay has created. I mean, I think Mysticool is another one, and I've been rotating between the two. So I'll throw in, Cubano during the day, and I throw in Mysticool at night. And it's just this, you are living this truly, I feel like the most interesting man in the world, which I think is something that Jay has captured really well here. Just the way that this scent comes together for me, it puts me in a really, really good mood. And again, the cross training thing was really interesting. I know when we chatted in my stream, Jay, that really kind of took me back, and it makes sense. It really does make a whole lot of sense. But I mean, even beyond that, I mean, the experience that you have captured in this scent is par excellence in my book. I really think that you've captured a lightness, you've captured a culture, you've captured a movement. Obviously, both Jay and I are with women who are Latin, and that culture is just so fascinating to me. Like, I know he's got the mojito, and I actually cheated. I went with the Brazilian version, which is called a caipirinha. So no mint in there, but you still have the lime and the sugar, and this is cachaça. It'll get you where you need to go, ladies and gentlemen. But the cigar aspect too, when I saw the combination, Jay, I was like, ah. And I know, Jay, you enjoy cigars too, and I know David's gotten into them recently as well. But once you get into cigar related scents, I'm hypercritical because I have things on my shelf that I have to say I've been like, not really. Not really. This isn't really a cigar scent in my book. You've captured it. You've captured the two things together. And I think for me, at least the mint in the mojito, anytime I have mint in a beard product, whether it's, and this is more spearmint, not pepperminty, at least in my book, it lifts everything else up. And I have to say, you nailed it.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I was
Thank you.
Speaking of cigars, it is one of my recent endeavors. It was partly because of Jay and the other part because of John that I got into cigars. So I'm at a cigar shop yesterday. I had ran out of the infamous Fuente short stories, which I've become a huge fan of. And as I walk in, it's like it was a nice, not hot, but nice afternoon yesterday. I walk in, and these guys are in the back room smoking cigars, drinking mojitos, and another couple guys are drinking bourbons. And, as you walk into the back room where they're smoking, like that scent of like excellent tobacco and just mojito, it just takes you to, like, I think John said it takes you somewhere else. Like I live in, I'm not a family friendly channel, so I can say it. I live in like the asshole of the universe in Kansas City. There's like nothing here. So when
what are you talking about? There's the Super Bowl champions.
Besides
right
that, I mean, but the city itself is one humongous ghetto if you've never been to Kansas City. But like to have that, it takes me to like a nice beach where people are having a good time and the smells are just so excellent. So I feel like I've made the decision that I need to go to Miami on vacation. So that's where this has taken me. I'm going. Yeah, it's gonna happen anyway. Also, I saw a couple other people.
That's exactly what I wanted too.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That I wanted to feel like you're here, enjoying the summer here in Miami, and that just kind of bring that lifestyle, that vibe, that feel, flavor, and kind of what's in my backyard, and just do that with the Cubano, and that's exactly what I was trying to go for.
So we've also got LI is Long Island Beard Oil, right? That's who that is.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then we've got Jolly Old Fat Man, who is yet another cigar connoisseur. Joshua Ricks has come into the room, Brother Hookem. And I saw, what is it? I think it's Billy. Did Billy change his channel or his screen name?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beards Beer and Bourbon. So what's up, Billy? Tiki, always a pleasure, brother. Glad to see you. All right, so we've talked about the scent, which is epic. We've talked about transporting from wherever you are to a beautiful, sunny Miami, Florida. So why don't we dig in a little bit? I mean, we got some time left. Jay, tell us. It's probably been asked a million times. I almost guarantee John asked you. What got you into going from just a bearded guy to giving us these beautiful scents, which I love all of them, giving these to the world, man? What brought you up to that?
It was something I just wanted. It's just passion, man. Everything I do is with passion, and when I do something, I do it, and I commit all the way, and I'm all in with this. And I do it for the joy of creating and share my creation with the world, and that's all it was in the beginning. Beer Gents was a passion project. It has exceeded my expectations. I had no idea that it was going to take off like it did, and I'm still very, very much surprised just how much people have accepted us and really just put their trust in us. Give us a chance, because there's some great companies out there, amazing owners and makers, and do amazing things. And we came on the scene a year ago, and people gave us a chance, and they trusted us, and a lot of our customers have stuck with us. I see the same customers come back, repeat business is up, new business is up. Our social media following is growing. People are getting behind the brand, and that excites me, man. That's I've always been into grooming and beard care and growing a beard on and off. Beard Gents was an idea I had really years back, and I never acted on it. And I always say my only regret is I wish I had started then with the whole idea and started Beer Gents back then. Just like a lot of us come up with these ideas, and they're just ideas, and we forget about them, and we just move on. That was the case with Beer Gents, and I had my coaching business, and I was in that health and fitness world, and I was doing my thing, and I had the beard. Then I'd take it off and grow another beard, and I tried products I wasn't really happy with. Back then, there wasn't much to choose from, and it got to the point where I was like, you know what, that idea came around again, and I was like, you know what, I'll act on it. I'm going to pursue it. And I was looking at a new business model, and things were changing for me in my life. And, not that I wanted to step out of my coaching business and leave that health and fitness world. I was looking to just have something else. And again, this was going to be a passion thing, a passion project. And then it just kind of exploded. And I've had so much fun with it, and it's required time and attention, and I want to give it all the attention it deserves and what it needs. And I've actually put my coaching business, I've kind of stepped down from that, and I'm no longer in clients. I'm no longer doing my coaching. I'm full-time Beer Gents at the moment, and I'm all in. So we're not going anywhere. And for the joy of creating, man, that's, I have so many ideas, and I've said it so many times. I have the next 3 years planned out, at least, as far as creative ideas and things I want to bring to you guys. So we're not going anywhere. I'm here to play the long game, however long it takes. We're going to continue to put our head down, go to work, create. And the thing I do very well is I listen to the customer. Some ideas I already have in the pipeline are from customers. Just things that they're requesting or ideas they give me. So, very much listening to the customer, and our customers are everything. I always say that, and I truly mean that. I'm so grateful for everybody's support and their business, because I wouldn't be here doing as well as I'm doing if it wasn't for all of you. So all of you in the chat room, if you've ever, whether with your pockets or with your voice, you've supported me, I can't thank you enough. From the bottom of my heart, I really mean it.
So I have an interesting idea. So there's two guys in the chat room that are cigar aficionados who just happen to be makers. So what would the likelihood be of seeing maybe a cigar crossover series with like jolly old fat man Bam and renewed man old Jared? That would be epic.
Killer. David, I knew I liked you, brother.
Sometimes.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
That would be amazing.
Shoo. Just saying. Big Man Bearded's in the house. Dan C, what's up, man? How are you? Bearded Ace 89. I didn't say hi to you earlier. El Tomahawk 22 is in the house. Tyson, your turn.
Are we down for a giveaway, Jay? See, that's a yes. Are you down for a giveaway of this new?
Yeah, I would do a giveaway.
Cubano or flavor of their choice.
You guys want this? Trust me.
Sure.
It's insane. It's insane.
You want all of them, but
Yeah,
given
we
the
can
choice.
do it. We can.
Yeah, that's right, Ken.
All right, so Tyson, you want to do the giveaway?
Yeah,
You're the master of the giveaway.
Yep. I am getting things ready with my.
So while Tyson's getting that going, I would be remiss if I didn't say, besides Jay, there's also in the chat here, there's Corey and Don, which are Jay's two ambassadors. They're two great guys also. So if you guys have any questions about Beer Gents, reach out to Corey, Don, Jay. They're all very responsive, very nice people. And then I would even say, Jay didn't tell me this, but unofficially, I pretty much know Beer Gent stuff also. So I'm not an ambassador, nothing like that. But if you have questions, reach out to me also. I'm more than happy to answer anything. But Corey and Don, two great people. So reach out to those guys and they will help you out.
And I mean, on the social media tip,
yes.
I have to say, I know, we've been sharing some stuff out about the Cubano, and Jay, your following is excellent, man. I saw numbers just racking up. So, I mean, the people love you, man. And that's a big thing to have on your side. I know Bam just said, I got my cigar series, Comet, Leroy, Cupid, and Donner, but fam, or Bam, we are talking about a crossover series. Just think about it. Let that settle in. I'm going to leave it there. I've done my job. I threw it out there.
So what would it be? The jolly old renewed gent? The jolly renewed gent?
I like that.
Yeah, there's just so many different ways it could go.
Candy canes, tobacco, and mojitos.
Sounds like great decisions. I mean, it's a wonderful combination.
So what is Christmas like in Miami? Because that sounds like
we did have a question. Somebody asked earlier. Do you get do all your scent inspirations come from Miami, or do you get inspirations from other places? Somebody asked that in the chat earlier.
Yeah, I think a lot of the I think I can only think of. Well, yeah, two come to mind. Cubano and Mr. Cool are two that I really tapped into as far as drawing inspiration from my environment and living in Miami and being based here. I'd say Mystical and the Cubano. Um, and then we have our specialty bedtime blend, Night Pirate, which really has no connection at all to Miami. Just something that I didn't see in the beard game. I didn't see I mean, sure, there's nighttime scents and things like that, and everybody does lavender, but I wanted to kind of put my spin on it and really design something with Night Pirate that was really just going to be like the ultimate bedtime beard oil, and then now we have the butter too. And some people love it, some people it's just okay. For some people, it really works. We use therapeutic grade essentials in that blend, and we've gone with lavender. We've doubled down with chamomile and ylang ylang, which is very potent and powerful, which I don't see in a lot of blends. Mainly because it's so expensive. Like ylang ylang essential oil, you get about this much and you spend this much, and it's very hard to get and very expensive. But we've done that with Night Pirate, and so Night Pirate is kind of something that's not really I think into anything to do with Miami. So not all of them, no, not all of them. I would Mystical and the Cubano. El Caballero was really just not really a Miami, South Florida kind of thing. It was more of just my love for cigars and bourbon and that manly smell of leather, leather something. So I'm just kind of like either I'm inspired by my environment or things that I'm really into, things I'm passionate about, like cigars, like my bourbon. I'm big on cross training. So Night Pirate, a bedtime blend, people don't realize how important sleep. We get our greatest surge of growth while we're asleep, and so that comes down to beard too, So the Night Pirate was definitely something I wanted to tap into and create, just to put that focus on sleep, sleep health, and keep that beautiful beard protected during those night hours. And so I'm all over the place, man, as far as ideas. And like I've said before, I journal all my ideas. I have like the next 3 years, like I got the pipeline. I already know what my next soap's going to be. So, just, constantly creating and sometimes we're already working on these things and keeping them secret. And, but I tap into a lot of different things, I just, what's around me, what I'm into, my environment. But I would say it's cool and Cubano, all about, my environment, where I'm from.
That's awesome. All right. We'll do a giveaway here, right? And I picked a number between. Do you want to pick the number?
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Get over here. Tell me what number you want.
Yeah,
right.
There goes Jay teasing again.
All right, we have a number between 1 and 20. Go ahead and go first person that I see or that Aubrey sees with the number will win. So Aubrey is paying attention to the comments over here.
So we already have one.
Oh, geez, we already have one.
Geez, how do you know? Stop!
So there's the number that she told me, which would be on our screen,
Stop,
Suasana.
guys.
Suasana.
All right.
Suasana, always, man. Very supportive.
Yeah, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of this smell?
So maybe I'm the only one who doesn't know, but
It smells like coffee.
Dorito Galaxy 2011.
That's my son.
That's how he knows it smells great. I was like, wow.
That's my youngest son. Yeah.
Nice. It
Yeah,
makes
and
sense.
I'll say that name and that picture there, he created that all by himself. He is working on a YouTube channel for Fortnite. So just
Is
That's
he
fantastic.
the one that cut his hair?
No, this is my youngest.
Oh, okay.
The one that cut his hair is Matt, the hair guy.
Oh, he's the one with the hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so. As you can tell, we have gotten to know Ken's whole family via YouTube, which is
We
all
sure have.
Well,
They're all here.
And we have a new Beer Gents model
There we
here.
go.
Aubrey
She's
rocking
pulling it
the.
off.
Nice.
I love it.
Well, she's a lot cuter than the model that was in that hat a second ago.
And I can't do those flat bill deep hats. My head's
There's
just not
no
meant-
debating that. Yeah. It doesn't accommodate the man bun very well.
No.
Look at her. She got it on backwards too. She looks great.
She's jamming it.
Yeah.
Bunny power.
it looks like I have a pan on my head.
A pan.
I need you to laugh again.
So, Jay, any chance of having a Cubano soap?
Oh wow. No plans. No plans. My hopes are kind of separate to everything else.
Right.
But people have asked about Mr. Cool soap and El Caballero soap, and
Oh.
I'm sure now Cubano soap. So no plans, but anything is possible. Maybe a limited run, special.
You can put
that
tobacco
always
leaf in it, in the soap. You know how you do coffee beans? Do tobacco leaf in the soap.
happens. Yeah.
In Mr. Cool, you could have
Yeah,
like lemon
I mean-
peel shreds or something.
A little coconut, little
Yeah.
pineapple in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah, I mean it's a possibility, like a limited run or something like that. Right now the soaps are kind of like we're kind of doing, their own thing. But yeah, the soaps have done well. The apple bar, our new apple bar, has done well. People really like the soaps.
The hat farted.
Mrs. Bluegrass says,
Sure.
"Please, Jay, I'll send you some cookies."
I would love that. I love cookies.
She means that, I bet.
Absolutely, she
I
means
love
that. She
cookies.
makes some good cookies too.
I think I saw some cupcakes.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw a post of some cupcakes.
I've got plenty of cupcakes in my gut. That's where it comes from.
Nice.
She does make gourmet
Yeah.
cupcakes.
Atta boy.
Johnny, what's on your mind, bud?
There you go.
John,
Say that again. Sorry.
I said, what's on your mind?
He was freezing up.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell what was going on.
I thought he confused everybody by saying Johnny.
I think the service here in my backyard isn't as good as it is in the studio, so it is what it is. But what's on my mind is the fact that I'm enjoying this cigar and I'm enjoying the great conversation. And yeah, I mean, Jay, I got to tell you, man, you continue to impress, sir. I know the guys and I already talked about this, I think even a couple of days ago, just how your lineup is so varied. And I think that allows for people to kind of dabble in a little bit of everything. Even if a scent may not be for you, just the fact that you can kind of rotate from scent to scent and kind of move around within that, you're kind of capturing all of these different profiles. For somebody that comes in and just wants your entire lineup, I got to say, even your sample kit is a great deal for people that might just want to get a taste and decide, okay, well, maybe this one's for me, maybe this one's not for me, and then dive in from there. Your sample game is on point, too, for anybody that hasn't checked that out. And you said you have the original 4, and then you've got the updated one as well. Is that right, Jay?
Yeah, we just today they released. We had one kit, and to make room as we're growing, to make room for the Cubano, we had to break that kit up. So now we have 2. We have the original 4 founding blends, and then we have the newer one. So Mr. Cool, El Caballero, Mr. T, and now the Cubano. And as we grow, we'll add more to the kit. And so, it gives you, I would say, anyone who hasn't tried us, that's the best place to start. Get a sample kit and figure out, discover your favorites. And then from there, you get your butter, you can get your balm, and don't pass on our soaps. I would say that is definitely what that's what put us on the map for sure. So definitely try the soaps, but definitely just start with a sample kit if you've tried nothing, And then definitely is something that I would recommend you try. It's not inside the sample kit, so seasonal, specialty, and limited editions you won't find in the sample kit, but everything else is in the sample kit. Or
Yeah, and
sample
that
kits, I should say
packaging,
now.
that packaging on the sample pack,
Oh,
are
yeah.
the new ones going to be coming in the tin as well?
Yep, comes in. So it makes for a nice travel pack as well. You can travel with these things. And then at the beginning of the year, we upgraded our sample kit to a 1 gram size sample. So now you get more of a sample. It will last longer. They're pretty nice in size, those samples, and so they last a little longer. And yeah, it gives you a chance to really just kind of explore and discover your favorites and just see what works for you. Again, we changed up the carrier blend, so it gives people now the opportunity where you might have stuck to the same blend all the time. You have a chance now to figure out what carriers work best for you. Some people have used us and they're using carriers they've not used before, like our Jamaican black castor oil. A lot of people use castor oil, but we use Jamaican black castor oil, and it's thicker, it's darker, it's very different than your regular castor oil. If you do your research on Jamaican black castor oil, it's actually very it's almost like a magical oil as far as growth goes. People use it on their scalp. People use it for their beards. We have patchy spots where you need to really stimulate growth. It's been known to really just kind of do wonders as far as that. And so, we want that for our beard. We want to strengthen the beard, and we want the beard to grow healthy. And so things like Jamaican black castor oil, you don't normally see that carrier. It's one we use, and people kind of dig that, and all the others too. You can just kind of figure out what works for you, because there's so many different, and a lot of customers are your average customer. All they use is beard Gents. We don't have too many customers that are, we have guys like all of you reviewers and collectors, and they dabble around and they try different things. But our average customer, they pick us. They're not really using 100 different things or trying too many different companies. They're happy with beard Gents, and we have everything they really need. As far as different base every time, different way, and it took us a while because I don't release scents every week, but the collection, the scents, now there's a little more variety. We grow, and this time next year we'll have quite a few more. So I'm not looking to have 100 different scents on my collection either. I talk about this all the time. It's like going to a restaurant and you open up the menu and it's just pages and pages and pages. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
After a while, you don't know what you want to order. It's just too much. I kind of like full menus where it's like, maybe 5-10 things to choose from.
Right.
So I don't want to be one of these companies with a collection that gets too big. Eventually we have to retire scents and discontinue things and make room for new things. But we're growing and we're adding to that collection,
Yeah, for sure. So we got about 5 minutes left. Good turnout, man. I'm really glad that everybody that's in here showed up, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And this sounds crazy, but I'm hoping you sell it out, Jay. I'm lucky. I got my butter ordered, so I am in the win side. I also decided, if you guys haven't, and this is almost 100% based on is trying out the Night Pirate. So I want something, that I can throw in at night, something my beard can get used to at night. So I'm trying it out. If you haven't tried the bar soaps are humongous. I know everybody thinks like a bar of soap, and it's not that. It's like that's a big hefty size bar of soap. But
It
yeah,
lasts a while too.
yeah, I hope everybody gets their orders in, and we'll kind of go around the ring one more time. We'll start it off with Ken, start closing comments.
Yeah, so first I'll show you how much I like the Night Pirate. This is an empty bottle. Literally empty, use the entire bottle. So I just ordered, well, a couple weeks ago, I started my new bottle the other day. Literally the only thing I use at nighttime. Night Pirate's great. But Night Pirate's not why we're here. It is awesome, but Cubano. So same thing. I ordered my butter this morning because I wanted to make sure that I got that. So I got the butter on the way. And Jay, thanks for this, man. This is truly incredible.
Yeah,
if this does not sell out, then something's wrong. Seriously, it's amazing.
Yeah, I think Jay launched with some really good scents, and every scent that he keeps putting out is just getting better and better and better. So really happy with what Jay's doing over at Beer Gents. You can tell that he's putting his full efforts into everything. The soap is awesome. If you haven't tried the soap, you got to try the soap. That's my main thing. But if you were to pick a scent, I would get this scent, my favorite of his so far. And I'm not going to say anything about Night Pirate just because I don't like lavender. So I'll just stick with get this scent. If you are into lavender, get the Night Pirate. It's going to help you.
John?
I'll just say that the Cubano is an experience. It is one that is probably one of my favorite of the summer so far. It is one that I can't keep out of my beard, and I've got a lot of people lined up on my shelf that I keep wanting to put in, but this just keeps dominating the space. And maybe it's because it's two of my favorite vices comped into one thing. So all I have to say is if you haven't checked out Beer Gents, you guys are behind the stick. You should get on it. The Cubano is fantastic. It's a masterpiece. Jay, thank you so much, sir.
Agreed. All right, Jay, what do you got? Jay, you want to say anything closing wise?
Yeah. I just want to thank all of you guys for having me on and hosting our release party and giving me the opportunity to come on and share what I'm so excited about what I've been working on for a while, and it's finally here. And I can't thank you guys enough for that. Everyone in the chat room, again, thank you for your support. A lot of orders came in today from a lot of you that are in here now. So you just continue to support, and wherever I am, you guys show up, and you're in the chat rooms, on the streams, and you guys send me DMs all the time. You give me a lot of praise and a lot of support, and that keeps me going. That keeps me going because it's not easy. You know, it's not easy. For the most part, you know, it's a one-man operation. You know, and so you know there are days I need that support, and so I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Your support, your business. The Cubano is something I'm proud of, and I'm excited for, and I hope you guys go and get it. BeerGents.com, and if you've never pulled the trigger, you know, and just kind of grab something from us, you know, hopefully you do that with this, and you come back into other things. But you know, I would say get that sample that includes the Cubano maybe, and that way you can try everything, or just go ahead and grab the Cubano. You know, the butters are amazing. I need Tyson to try my butters now because when I first released my butter early on in the year, oh man, I just was not satisfied. I've talked about that a few times, how I had to go back and there's a lot of trial and error with those butters. I don't know if I kind of released them prematurely or I kind of rushed it or I was so excited for it. But I had to go back and make some changes, and now we've got the butters just right. So, yeah, I need you to try the butters again because it's completely
I'm gonna have
different
to go order one
than what
up.
we had before. Yeah, it's completely different now. It's more fluffy, creamy, and light. And where before, yeah, I had to eliminate some ingredients and play the ratios some, and finally got it right. And so everybody's happy with that. And the Cubano butter is just amazing. the smells just like oil, if not more potent and just creamy, and it's in the now. And yeah, so guys, again, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
I got to ask
Means a
one
lot.
question because it's been brought up twice. Who's Carlos?
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask.
You would have had to catch Carlos. He took over the Beer Gents Instagram live a few nights back. He's a Cuban gentleman that he claims to be the inspiration, and the guy who came up with the idea of Cubano, and he kind of hijacked against account and went live and telling everybody that. And he's a character for sure. You may or may not catch him on a live stream. Whenever I'm not looking, he takes over the Beer Gents Instagram. But he's on live
Nice.
a few nights ago, and he's very Cuban, and he's very he's a character. Man. But,
So once we're done
he'll
here,
tell
you will
that he
find
came up
Carlos
with
live.
I just had him bottle the stuff, but the Cubano's mine. But he'll tell you otherwise. He'll tell you that it was his idea. You might catch him. You might catch him on a live stream. So look out for Carlos. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Nice. All right, guys. So, in conclusion, the Cubano is live. This is Jay, the creator and the man behind Beer Gents. To one of my sides, I can never point to which one's right. Ken, Bluegrass Bearded. Beyond him, faithfully bearded Tyson. Down there with Jay is our voice and our mind behind the Four Beardsmen. He is John, the Flying Beardsman. I am David, that beard guy, Kansas City. It has been a pleasure. Guys, check out all of the Four Beardsmen channels. Follow Jay on his social media, Instagram, whatever it is, and watch for more things coming from all of us. And until we see you guys again, be awesome to each other.